Good morning, dear students of class 7 from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Student, I am a science teacher, DPS sir, and as you know, this is my third lecture on the chapter 8, that is soil. Today, student, I am going to explain you about the characteristics of soil. So, student, about the characteristics of soil. Under this topic, I want to explain about the soil contain moisture. Soil contain water in it. The first topic of the character is that moisture. That is, soil contain moisture in it. So, what is moisture? That means water. Soil contain water. So, soil contain moisture on a hot summer day. On a hot summer day, the vapor comes out of the soil, reflect the sun, and the air above soil seems simmer. Means you have seen that in the summer days, from the soil, when the sun's ray falls, okay, the water from under soil that comes out. When it comes out of above the soil surface in the form of vapor, those vapor shine in summer days. In very further, when you see a shining thing, it is thinking something is coming out like which is shining. So that is called the shimmer. Those are the vapor that is coming out from the soil, and due to the reflection of sunlight, they are just giving a shiny appearance. That is called the shimmer. Shimmer. Okay, sweet. So that means first topic is that moisture. The character of soil is moisture. It contains moisture in it. Means it contains water in it. And when the sun's scorching heat hits the water, hits the soil ground surface, that soil in which the water is contained, those water also get heated and come out above the surface of the soil in the form of vapor. And when on that vapor sunlight falls, it reflects the light and it gives a shining appearance, that is called the shimmer. Next to it, in the characteristics of soil, the next topic is percolation rate of water in soil. What do you mean percolation? Percolation means seeping down of water, going down of water by passing through various layers of soil particles, okay, through various horizons, passing through various horizons, that water reaches up to the water table, that is the bedrock. So this going of water, passing of water to the under table through the various surface of soil, this is called the percolation. And what is the rate of percolation? Whether it is a very speedy or whether it is very slow process, what is the rate and how to find out the speed of percolation? So under this I will explain that if you spill on water on a cement floor, suppose that if you are throwing water on a cement floor, the cement floor will not absorb. You will find the water is remaining there for much time. But if you are throwing the water on the soil surface, okay, on the muddy floor, you will see the water is no longer there because the water has seeped down, went down. That is called the seeping, that is called the percolation. So, cement floor stayed there for a long time. However, if you spill water on the soil, it quickly gets absorbed. So the process in which the water passes slowly through the soil So the passing of water very slowly under the soil is called the percolation of water. It's called the percolation of water. Okay. So percolation rate is defined as the amount of water that is percolated in a given time. So percolation means amount of given water in given time. How much water disappeared in how much time? That is called the percolation rate. Means what the amount of water get disappeared, vanished in what time, and where that water has gone. That water has gone under the surface of the soil. So percolation rate is amount of water upon divided by time taken. Amount of water divided by time taken to percolate. This is called the percolation rate. This is student called the percolation rate. This is the formula of how to find the percolation rate. What is the speed of absorbing of water in the surface? So amount of water upon time taken to percolate. Okay, student. This is the second character of the soil. Next, student, about the, suppose that on behalf of this I am going to give you few examples. Suppose that amount of water is 300 ml and time taken, suppose that time taken is 30 minutes. So what will the percolation rate? So 0 0 cancel, 3 10s are 30, that means 10 milliliter per minute. This is the percolation rate. Okay, student, understood? So this is the formula, amount of water upon time taken to percolate. Next step, divide the amount of water by time taken, you will get 10 ml per minute. 10 ml per minute. It means 1 minute it absorbs 10 milliliter of water. Next one, about the absorption of water by soil. Absorption of water by soil. My next topic is absorption of, wait, let me just rub it. Absorption of water by soil. Absorption of water by soil. So student, all soils have different water absorbing capacity. Different soils have got different water absorbing as well as water holding capacity. If the water is porous, just like sand, if the water is porous, excuse me student, if the water is porous just like sand, the water seeps under the ground, goes under the ground. Okay. The water goes under the ground. This is called absorption of water by soil. Just a minute, student. Okay. So, just you know very well, there is a sandy soil, clay soil. Clay soil, the particles, the grains of the clay soil is very fine, very minute. So the grains of the clay particles get very closer. It is very much closer to each other, and there is no spaces between it. Okay, so you can say that water can hold good, but it is not airy and water cannot also pass through it. Just let me explain. All soils have different water holding capacity and absorbing capacity. Different soil, different nature of soils have got different amount of water absorbing capacity. Some absorb very fast if there is a lot of space between it. Some absorb slowly if the space between those particles are very less. Okay. So absorption rate depend on the type of nature of soil. Okay, just for example, if the soil is sandy, okay, if you will pour water on the sand, from one side the water will go and the other side the water will flow off. That means that type of soil cannot hold water too much. But if the soil is clay type nature, that means very fine particles, it can, if you pour water on the clay surface, it can hold good amount of water on the surface. Okay, so its grain, its types of particles decided that whether the water going inside it at a very high speed or whether it will go at a very slow speed. Now student, next, soil and crops. Soil and crops. The next topic is soil and crops. Students, you know very well the nature of soil is different types and the plant nature also is of different type. Different plants grows in different types of soils. Some is best in clay soil, some is best in loamy soil, some is best in alluvial type of soil, some is best in black soil, some is best in red soil. So different types of plants needs different nature and types of different types of plant needs different types and different natures of soil where it could grow very easily. So student, as you see here, the soil in different part of the country, there are different types of soil. Everywhere there is not same type of soils present. As well as the climate condition is also different at different places. Climate factors like wind, rainfall, temperature, light and humidity has also a great impact on growing of crops. Okay, because different places has got different types of climatic conditions. For example, just like cereals like wheat and gram grow well in clay and loamy soil. Okay, so the grains like wheat and gram grow well in clay and loamy soil. Such soil that could hold a good amount of water. And these soils retain water. Rice grow well in clay soil. Such type of soil that can hold water in it for a long time. So paddy plant could grow very well in the what type of soil, student? In the clay type of soil. Okay. Now rice grow well in clay soil as well as pulses and textile means this type of cotton planting grow well in loamy soil. Okay. That removes the water very quickly. That doesn't hold because this type of plant doesn't need more water. Okay, that means if there is a water long under the ground surface of such a plant, the root of such plant will destroy. Okay, so pulses and textile, just like cotton plant, needs less water. That's why it must grow in such a soil which could drain water very easily. Cotton grows well in sandy soil. cotton grow well in the sandy soil. So you can see, student, different types of soil could grow in different types of plant is grown in different types of soil, different nature of soil. Just like here rice is grown in what you can say, very much grown in clay soil, as well as pulse and textiles are grown, cotton are grown in sandy soil because it doesn't need much water. Water is not retained in the soil and hold plenty of water, so it doesn't hold water. Now next topic is the soil pollution. Next topic is student about the soil pollution. Soil pollution. Just student, soil pollution. The garbages, the excess amount of waste material which we are throwing from our houses, from hospitals, from schools, from colleges, from markets, okay, from marketplace as well as from the industries are just thrown on the soil surface, and such causes the soil damaged due to heavy acidic nature. No plants could survive or grow in such type of soil if the soil will get damaged. So student, contamination of soil by presence of man-made chemicals. So contamination of soil due to man-made chemicals is called the soil pollution. Now student, what are the causes of soil pollution? What are the causes of soil pollution? What causes soil pollution? First is that excessive use of pesticide. What the chemicals which we are using to kill the pests in the farmland, to kill the insects in the farmland, to use chemical fertilizer. These are all chemicals. Somewhere they are harming. Okay, somewhere it has got a few, you can say, bad side effects. So it is damaging the soil. So excessive use of pesticide, insecticide, fertilizers may harm the soil. Not may harm, it is already harming the soil. Because the plant growing in that soil, if the soil is acidic, too much acidic nature, it will not grow properly. Next to it, excretory product of living organisms. Many living organisms discharge their excretory products on the soil surface, okay, which is making the soil very much polluted. Untreated sewage water. Next, the sewage water which is coming out from the town, from the cities, or from the industrial areas that are openly directly thrown on the surface, on the soil surface, and that causes the soil very much, what you can say, very much damaged. So this sewage must be treated, its water must be stopped and treated first, then it should be let to fall down on the where it is falling. Next to non-biodegradable waste like plastics. There are many non-biodegradable waste materials which are thrown by people directly without thinking that what will harm, what are those bad effects. Without thinking so, we just let it throw on the soil surface, and the soil surface get damaged. It is so much has become so much acidic that no ever plant will grow on those such type of land area. So next is the biodegradable waste like plastics. Many biodegradable waste is those which is not made by man and which doesn't degrade, which doesn't spoils its quality. So non-biodegradable waste like plastics must not be thrown on the soil surface, because these plastics may cause damage to the roots, because the root could not go properly in the soils if there is a lot of polythene under the soil surface. Next is the salination. Soil also contains salt in it. If it is too much salty, then also it is very much problem. Okay. Okay, student. Next is the soil erosion. If we leave the soil barren, that means if we have not grown any type of plant in the soil, then the soil is open to nature. And as if it is open in nature, when a strong wind blows or when a heavy rain will fall, it will wash away or carries away the suitable and fertile soil from the earth's surface. That is called the soil erosion. Now, student, next is the soil conservation. Soil conservation. I explained you soil erosion. And next is soil conservation, and next is soil erosion. So just now soil erosion I told you. What is soil conservation? We have to consume, we have to stop the misusing of the waste material. Okay, that is soil conservation. For soil conservation, we have to do afforestation. We have to plant more and more trees. Afforestation. Okay. Next is that terrace farming. On the hillside area, the slope portion is cut in step way, and plants are grown on these steps. Okay, student. So in the hilly areas, the steep slopes are cut into the steps on which the plants are grown, and this is called this type is called the terrace farming. TERRAC, terrace, FARMING. This is called the terrace farming. Now, next student, crop rotation. We used to change the crop at every crop season. Suppose that we have grown paddy this year in the rainy season, and this year we have grown wheat. Again, when next season will come, you will grow some other thing. Okay. So like this way, this is called the crop rotation. One type of crop is growing one time, and other time, different types of crops are grown. This is called the crop rotation. Building dams and embankments prevent flood. As well as we build dam. Suppose every year the river water destroys the farmland. But if we build dam on this project, and it allows only limited amount to open the gate and just to flow away. Okay, that is called what? What's called, student? That is called the, just now I told you, it is type of bunding dam or embankments. Okay, it's called bunding. Now student, our topic is over, and I want to discuss few important topics in front of you, all of you. I want that the book suggest, which I have already completed chapter, you try to solve the book exercises of this chapter, and I will help you by sending the PDF of this chapter exercises. Thank you, student. Have a nice day.